kids. We're here to teach about the game of baseball. We would love to take you onto the field, but unfortunately right now it's closed. But we want to teach you guys a little bit about the game of baseball. The main thing that you guys need to remember about baseball is that it's a team sport. And in team sports, all the players work together to reach their final goal, to win the game, or at least to play their best and to have good sportsmanship. Baseball, we hit, whoa! We hit, we run. Safe. Ball is hit, the fielders field the ball. In baseball, the fielders also throw the ball. Ball is hit in the air, the fielders catch the ball. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about baseball. And you know, baseball's been around for many, many years. It's considered America's pastime because it's been around longer than other sports. It's been around longer than football. It's been around longer than basketball. So it has a long history. You know, baseball was even played during the Civil War, believe it or not. That's, you know, many, many, many years ago. And it was considered at the time, it was a morale booster because war is very stressful and a very anxious time for people. So baseball was being played as a morale booster to help people cheer up and to help them forget about the war during that time. So baseball has a long history. So just to give you a few facts about baseball, so it's played between two teams. You have a home team. That means when it's a home team, that's at their baseball park. And there's a visiting team. They're the visitors to that baseball park. And so the way baseball is played, you have normally the home team comes out first and they have 9 players out on the field. And then the visiting team comes up to bat. So the goal of the game is for the team that's batting is to put the ball in play and get the runner to first base. And once they get the runner to first base, you want to advance them to second, to third, and eventually to home. When you get home, you scored a run. Okay, and then after that, the people on the field, their job is to stop them from scoring. They need to get 3 outs. Once they get 3 outs, then the roles switch. The visiting team comes out to the field, and then the team that was out on the field, they come up to bat. So the goal is to who's going to score the most runs. Typically, a baseball game is 9 innings. But what happens if the game is tied after 9 innings? Well, they go to extra innings. And those extra innings could keep going on and on until somebody wins the game. And so some interesting facts about baseball, some kind of fun facts. At baseball games, people like to eat hot dogs. And there's this one fact that I read that at a typical baseball game, people eat so many hot dogs in the stadium that you could stretch it from Los Angeles, California, all the way to Chicago, Illinois. From Dodger Stadium all the way to Wrigley Field. That's a lot of hot dogs to travel.
This is a hat. Baseball players need a hat to help shade their face from the sun. It also helps to distinguish what team they're on. And this is a bat. This is what you use to hit the ball. You need a glove in order to catch the ball when someone hits it. And then this is the ball that you hit and catch. This is a helmet. You need a helmet to, if in case a ball hits you in the head, this will help prevent you from getting hurt.
This is a baseball field. We have 4 bases. We have home plate, first base, second base, third base. Now, home is where the batter would be batting. Straight ahead from home plate is the pitcher. So the pitcher tries to throw the ball, to throw a strike and not let the batter hit the ball. If the batter hits the ball, they would run to the right, which is where first base is. So I hope you find baseball fascinating. It's an interesting sport with a long history. So hopefully you find this interesting to know about the facts of baseball.
Hi, boys and girls. Today I'm going to tell you the story of Nehemiah. Nehemiah was a young man who was a cupbearer to the king of Persia and Babylon. A cupbearer is someone who brings the king his cup. One day, Nehemiah saw his brother, and he asked, "How are the men of Judah in Jerusalem doing?" And his brother said, "Oh, they're in a terrible situation, bad situation." Nehemiah told the king about what had happened, and he asked the king if he could go back to Jerusalem to help build the wall. The king allowed Nehemiah to go. So Nehemiah went back to Jerusalem, and he surveyed the problem. He went at nighttime to take a look to see what was the condition of the wall, what needed to be fixed, but it's a big wall. So, what's this? This is a brick. Yeah, you're right. It's very heavy. So, he could not do the job by himself. He needed help. So he asked the men of Israel, the men of Judah, to come together. He told them the situation, and let's come together, work as a team, and build the wall of Jerusalem. So family by family, the sons and the daughters, the moms, the dads, everyone pitched in. They built and repaired the wall together. They worked as a team. Everyone was building the wall. Well, they have enemies as well. And so the enemies became angry, and they mocked, and they tried to cause confusion among the Jews. And Nehemiah prayed to God, and he told the children of Israel, he said, "Do not be afraid of them. Remember the great and awesome Lord." And so he had half of the group guarding the wall, and the other half were working on the wall, building it together. And as they worked, they had one hand building, the other hand, they had their sword ready just in case. And they worked, and they worked, and they built, and they were not afraid of their enemies. Guess how long it took them to build the wall? 52 days. 52 days! It took all of them working together to rebuild the wall of Jerusalem. That's less than 2 months. That's 7 weeks and 3 days. Isn't that wonderful? How if we work together as a team, we can get so much more accomplished. So that's the story of Nehemiah and the children of Israel coming together, working together as a team. I have a picture of Jerusalem, and I want you to take a look at the wall. So there's this long wall, long and high wall, that went all the way around Jerusalem. Now, in ancient times, people would build walls to protect the city, to keep them safe from their enemies. Now, remember, Nehemiah went back to Jerusalem to rebuild the wall. Part of the wall had been destroyed and burned. So Nehemiah came, and with the help of all the children of Israel coming together, they rebuilt the wall in 52 days.
Joshua 1:9. Be strong and take courage. Do not be afraid or dismayed, for Jehovah your God is with you wherever you go.
We have a song we like to sing for you. It's called Trust in the Lord with All Your Heart.
Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not to your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct your paths. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not to your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct your paths.
We have another song to sing. It's called Be Strong and of Good Courage. Be
Strong and of good courage. Do not be afraid, neither be dismayed, for Jehovah your God is with you wherever you go. Be strong and of good courage. Do not be afraid, neither be dismayed, for Jehovah your God is with you wherever you go.
Hi children, it's craft time! For this craft, what we will need are the verse sheet, a color paper, glue stick, and scissors. We will be building a wall with the verse today. So in order to make a wall, we first need to print out the verse sheet. I hope everyone have already printed it out and cut out the words and the bricks into pieces. And if you're ready, let's start. Okay, boys and girls, now that we cut up all the pieces, all the words, all the bricks, we're going to glue it onto our color paper and to make a wall. So first, how about everyone make sure you have the verse laid out and the bricks on the side. And we are going to draw a wall. You can use any marker, pencil. So here is a wall. You can see it. And then I'm drawing a gate on the wall. Okay. And now that we draw the outline, I'm going to start gluing. Fill the rest with the bricks. If you don't have enough bricks, you can cut more with a blank piece of paper and fill the rest, okay? Now the wall is completed. Let's read the verse one more time. Joshua 1:9. Be strong and take courage. Do not be afraid or dismayed. For Jehovah your God is with you wherever you go.